Hello everyone. So some great news here. President Zelensky has issued a statement confirming a strike on a karakurt-class missile ship at Primorsk port in Leningrad region. So this is a long strike. His statement reads this: another Russian caliber down. Major General Yevgeny Komara reported on the successful strike against targets in the port of Primorsk. It was a joint operation by our Security Service of Ukraine, the Unmanned Systems Forces, the Special Operations Forces, Defense Intelligence, and the Border Guards. Thank you all warriors for our coordinated work. The Karakurt-class missile ship was hit, along with a patrol boat and another tanker from the Shadow oil fleet. Significant damage was also inflicted on the infrastructure of the oil terminal port. Each result further limits Russia's war potential. I've also approved additional, entirely justified responses by the Security Service of Ukraine to Russian strikes on our cities and villages. Russia can end its war at any moment. Prolonging the war will only expand the scale of our defensive operations. Thank you to everyone fighting for Ukraine. Now, the only video we have from this one is the one playing now, showing a large fire burning at Primorsk. However, this isn't necessarily the karakurt, because oil infrastructure and other targets were hit here as well. This could be land-based targets which are on fire here burning, could be the karakurt, could be the oil tanker that Zelensky mentioned was hit. So we need to wait for more information, and hopefully we'll get some satellite imagery or videos showing the karakurt on fire. Now initially, this was reported as being a drone strike, but drones lack the penetration to do too much damage to a ship. So if it was drones used, then it would be damaged rather than sunk. Saying that, Ukraine has sunk a cargo ship in the Caspian Sea with FP2 drones last year. So it is possible if a ship is a bit ill-maintained and old and that sort of thing. But the karakurt, quite no. But we can't rule out a combined strike, drones and missiles sent in. So drones hitting the oil infrastructure and soaking up the air defence, and missiles hitting the big target, the karakurt. Again, we need to wait for more information. NASA firm's data shows the fires like so, but of course if the ship was hit and sunk, it wouldn't show up on firms. So don't rely on this too much, but this does confirm that oil infrastructure was hit hard too. Here's a photo of a karakurt-class Corvette. It's one of Russia's newest warships. 6 are in the Baltic, 4 active and 2 undergoing trials. If the name Karakurt seems familiar, then this is because Ukraine has destroyed 2 already, both before actually entering service. One, the Askold, had a new asshole added to it by Storm Shadow, and the second was promoted to submarine by General Attackams. These are caliber-capable corvettes, so are important targets. This would be the first Russian ship hitting the Baltic. And here's a map showing the location of the Primorsk port, so about 900 kilometers away from Ukraine. So, a very impressive strike. Ukraine's longest one yet targeting the Russian Navy. So far, Ukraine has hit Russian ships in the Black Sea, they've hit the Caspian flotilla, hit Shadow Fleet tankers in the Mediterranean, and have now hit a Russian Navy ship in the Baltic. So the Russian Navy getting its arse handed to it all over the world by a nation without a navy. Thanks so much, and take care, everybody.